Hello and welcome to the Jimbo Fisher Show. Tom Block and Coach Fisher. Coach, congratulations. Another hard-fought, thrilling, come-from-behind victory. But when you do it against a rival like Miami, it's all the more impressive. 30-26, the final score.
It really was great. Tremendous atmosphere, environment. I mean, their fans were ready. Our fans were ready. They had 2 weeks to prepare. The whole city was hyped up, and it was a great atmosphere to go in a very tough environment. And very proud of our kids the way we competed. But that's the way the Miami-Florida State rivalry should be, and two very good football teams going at it.
Well, it's a familiar script in what your team's been able to do this year, and that you fall behind, you rally to come back. But you have to credit Miami with a freshman quarterback and some of the skill players, and Duke Johnson, obviously. They did a nice job to get out to that lead.
Oh, Miami, guys, Miami's as talented as anybody we played. They're right there. Their receivers can run with ours. The quarterback did a great job. They're big and strong up front. They've got a very good team. Defensively, they're athletic in that secondary. They can run. They can cover. Perryman is one of the best linebackers we face anywhere, and they got a good football team.
Question continues to come up. Where's the switch in the locker room that you seem to find and switch at halftime? But seriously, what was the difference in the second half?
Nothing. We just executed. We changed some things on defense, got out of our base personnel, got in some more nickel things even when they were in regular to match up the tight ends a little bit in the coverage, and then we were able to play the run pretty well. And then offensively, we had moved the ball consistently except for the first 2 or 3 drives on offense, and just had to keep plugging away.
30-26, the final score. Florida State scores another victory, remains unbeaten, and we'll get to the highlights when we come back. Stay with us as we get started here on the Jimbo Fisher Show. Welcome back. Florida State on the road in South Florida to take on the Canes, and you already mentioned it, but it was an electric atmosphere as Miami was trying to defend its home turf, and we renewed this rivalry.
Exactly right, and they did a great job of it. They were ready to play. Their fans had to create the atmosphere, but our kids fed off it. Our kids really rose to the occasion and enjoyed playing in the environment.
FSU on the road to take on Miami, and again, great Florida State representation, even though it's on the road.
Oh yeah, most definitely. We had a lot of folks there, and the kickoff return got misplayed that a little bit, Bobo, on the first one, and had to down it. Here we get a nice – this screen, if we make a block on the backer, which we hesitated right there, if Cam makes that block, that's about a 40-yard gain. We had the right call against the blitz. Perryman just made the play. And nice, good Jameson makes the throw in the flat right here, and they gets the ball to Nick. And then on third down, the key early, we missed 2 critical 3rd and 5s. And one we had, I thought we could have caught, and the other one they covered pretty well. But I tell you what, Case and Beatty kicking that ball extremely well in the night. Now they got a first play, but great play by Jaylen. Hit a little over route. Jaylen needed to cover a little tighter, but did a great job of stripping the ball back, and we got it. And didn't take advantage here. We had a 3rd down that went through our hands right here coming up, and that was very disappointing. Second down right here, we get a little play out to Travis. He gets a little screen route. We get about 6-7 yards up in there and get to about 3rd and 3 or 4 right here. This ball just right off the fingertips. Right there. Those are plays you got to make. Tightly covered, strong catches. You got to be able to make them in that game. We let a great opportunity go away right there. Kaysen here on this kick, just a little bit. She got it to the 17. Usually Kaysen's as good as this as anybody I've been around. He usually hits that thing around anywhere from the 11 on into the 5, and just give him a few yards, but not a big deal. Had him inside the 20. And we got lucky here. Darby slipped on his jam, and they overthrew the go route. We got pressure and luckily made it come out. Here's P.J. Williams on a zone blitz. Derek Mitchell had a good solid game on the night. Reggie Northrup, Nate Andrews in on the play, but they moved the ball very well. They were ready early and hitting. This was big. 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10. That's where they hurt us at 3rd and long. And Nate gets beat on a vertical route by Philip Dorsett, who can really run. Now lead play right here. We got taken on just a little bit better, but that still is minimal gain. Still minimal gain. But they did a good job. Here, 3rd and 2 and 3. We had a guy who was supposed to be coming on a blitz, and he hesitated, didn't come. It would have been unblocked. They might not have been able to hold that ball, and that's what happened. Dorsett got to play and scored a touchdown. They got up. Give them credit. They were ready early, and they played well. Here, we lost some steps here. We got to get this clarification. That cost the timing of the return right there with them two getting confused who was taking the ball. Right here, just inches. Mario Pena, good to see him healthy. He didn't get a chance to run as much, but he looks healthy and been running well in practice. Here we had a little screen. They had the perfect call on. The one guy they get over the top, or otherwise we get a big play there. But, that's the way the game goes early. Sometimes they get calls, we get calls. Tremendous play by James. Snap was a little low, kept his poise, rolled out. Now, we actually had this. Nick had this ball. He dropped it when he hit the ground. It came out, and that usually doesn't happen for Nick O'Leary. A little play action, a little naked, little screen route right here. That's the exact same one we hit Rashad on later on for a big play in that final drive. And Stacey Coley, good player for them. Good play right there, getting him out of bounds. Here they hit a slant where we had the backers got to come kind of get over and squeeze that a little tighter. EJ got over to it. Got to make it a little quicker. And here they get a hard run action. There's Terrence Smith making a play inside, Reggie Northrup inside. in what we're doing. You know, Mario getting his hands up here. We had an underneath route, and PJ come off of this. He should have been squeezing right on the guy, and they thought they were going to throw the flat, and he came across to come off of it, and they hit it right back to Dorsett, and he can really run. And here they have a little corner route. Good job contesting the play. PJ did. Pretty tough throw and catch, and we did our. But they marched it down there and got on to one, and then Duke, we jammed it up inside, and Duke's speed, he bounced it and got to the edge. And I'm going to tell you, this guy's a good back now. We contained him pretty much, under 5 yards of carry, but he can make those 4. He is very strong for a guy that's short. But, you know, you talk about playing hard, how critical that play right there was in this game at the end. They had to have a touchdown, not a field goal, and Jaylen Ramsey, tremendous effort to block an extra point. That, to me, that was one of the most critical plays in the game and could be the play of the game, really.
Right.
Now, Bobo Wilson got to hang on. We fumbled a kickoff right back. Now, our defense did a great job of transition defense here and holding them to a field goal here because we got to hold on that kickoff. I mean, it was, you know, if it could go wrong, it was starting to go wrong. Darby makes a nice play here, and I think we get them on third down. They run a screen right there, and they have to throw it away. We covered up pretty good, and then they hit a field goal. That was a really good job right there. Look at Jaylen right there. You can see his ability to get up on kicks, and making that blocked PAT was critical, and we'll find out later. Here we go, Jameis. They've come out. You got to step up. Got pressure right there on the left side. We can't have it. Now we got 3rd and 10. This is a very critical play in the game. Got us going on the first drive. Jameis threw a nice square in into Bobo inside. Nice running catch right there by Bobo. We got going on this drive a little bit. We got our rhythm and had a nice check down to his 3rd receiver. They played a zone coverage. He checked it down back to Dalvin Cook back inside. Just being patient. We pop a little run right here. Get it. He breaks through an arm tackle, and then Dalvin gets in space. He knows what to do now. He's a finisher. And that was a big play right there. Got us back 16-7 and got us right back in the game. Very good job up front. I thought, you know, Cam Irving moving to center. Cam had a tremendous night. Big Rod at left tackle for his first start as a true freshman against Miami. Great job. You know, Bobby and the two Trey and Josue both had really good nights up front, along with Nick O'Leary blocking. Here they get it. They got us spread out in green. They got 2 tights, 2 backs, and then spread us out to an empty. And got one of our linebackers. Their tight end is a very talented young man. Run a little hawk pump, little pump route right there, and got him one-on-one and got over the top and got it. Now we're coming back here, and we come back with some points right here. Nice throw and catch by Rashad Green. I believe that catch right there put him over 1,000 already to be the second guy to ever go back-to-back 1,000-yard years in Florida State history. Now we get a nice run by Dalvin Cook up inside. Again, the line doing a really nice job of moving folks and just keep moving the ball. Another good run by Dalvin. We get the first down. Staying patient. Have to come back here. A little naked coming outside. Jameis checks it down out in the flat. Again, Erman Lane, nice catch and run right here. Another true freshman making plays, and great to see those guys doing it.
South Florida guys doing it.
Yes, it's right there from home. Yep, hit a little screen right inside to Rashad right here. Pick up about 5 or 6, and we miss a 3rd and 5 coming up right here and have to kick a field goal. They did a pretty good job on 3rd down. And I think that was one of the keys in the second half too. But Roberto comes in. It's back to 23-10. It's a 2-score game. Just got to keep our poise right here. They started a drive right here. This is a nice run by Duke up inside. You see Eddie and Terrence Smith, and there's Derek Mitchell, and good job right there by Mario Evans getting his hand up and batting that ball. They run a stretch. It's stretch play. You talk about it, man. He cut that all the way behind the backside guard on a stretch play to the front side. That's a heck of a run. They bounced at Joseph Yerby here for them, making a run. Again, great tackle by Reggie Northrup out in space. Bounced outside. They hit a little drag right here, and then we got them in a 4th and 1. We got them in a 4th and 1 right here. And they got able to pick it up. They get a vertical route right here. Good coverage right here by the guys. I think it was Jaylen Ramsey come across and batted that ball. Jaylen was everywhere last night, rushing, covering, blitzing, you know, doing everything. They picked us on the backside right there and got a nice route to Casher, got him in a one-on-one and ran the receiver through and rubbed him off, and we run that exact same play. So it's a man play, and they did a nice job. Here, almost a great throw and catch by them in the corner of the end zone. Jaylen Ramsey on good coverage, made the throw very tight. Now they hit a screen trying to pick up a 3rd down right here, and we're able to stop them and force them to a field goal. And this is critical. Again, another missed field goal, so special teams. There's 4 points they could have had the first half. They didn't. And, you know, going in, we're down 23-10. But, you know, we get the ball right here with a nice play action on 1st down. Jameis avoids pressure, steps back. We got a nice over route to Travis Rudolph, hit it in the hole, and we're off and running right here. The few mistakes Jameis made in the game right here coming up. Now he throws this one away. It's a good job. They sack him, excuse me. We missed a block right there. Carlos got to pick that blitzer up coming across. But right here, they Good pickup on third down. Nice shot into Rashad. We're across the 40 now, ready to get back to a one-score game before half. Feel very good. This is 1st and 10. They forced the corner route a little high. Jameis Stair just a hair, and that allowed that free safety and man coverage to come over the top. And was really a great play by their safety. And he got just a little greedy on first down, one of the few mistakes. We could have got to a one-score game, but still we're at a two-score game. Now it's critical we come out the second half and told our guys halftime. The worst thing a team sees is play that well, come out, get a stop, get down, find some points. All of a sudden it's a one-score game, and they go, man, where'd these guys come from? And just keep staying in the game and keep the pressure there. And we're able to get the stop. We got the ball, got the turnover coming out second half. But our kids were calm at halftime. I mean, we didn't play as well, but we really still felt comfortable moving the ball on offense because we moved it up and down the last 3 drives we had it. Just had that critical turnover at the end.
Coach, I want you to talk a little bit more about moving Cam Irving to center and that move there. I mean, your 10th game of the season, a rivalry game, and you switch up 2 positions there. So obviously you felt good that the time was right.
It was, and we always practiced Cam there every Monday and Tuesday at center. We did it all year because you have a backup center and then when Austin got hurt, we had Hofield come in, who did a wonderful job. Brian did a tremendous job. And we thought just some of Cam's size inside with some of the teams we're fixing to play would help. And Big Rod had been playing so well outside. He was ready to play. And, you couldn't move Cam out unless you took him somewhere trying to get what we thought at this particular time, the 5 guys playing the best. And Rod did a great job with his size and length. Cam inside with calls adds a little more force and girth inside and experience in there. And I thought he did a real nice job. And we got a lot of movement on the plays inside.
Big play of the first half was the first points that Florida State scored. Dalvin Cook, who's from Miami, and
yes.
As you mentioned, and this is sponsored and brought to us by Napleton Infinity, and what a great run.
It really was. We blocked it well up front. He ran through an arm tackle on the backside and played very well and just finished. That's what Dalvin does. When he gets in space, he finishes runs. And that was critical to get a little momentum, got our kind, we can score, and then we got back in the game. And the other one, as I say, and I picked that one too, but the block PAT again. As we'll see later in this game, that's very critical on play calls and what they had knowing they had to score a touchdown and not a field goal at the end of the game.
Yeah, a couple of big plays, and at the half, Florida State down 23-10, but not panicking certainly, and we know how the second half unfolds. We'll show you those highlights in just a little bit. Stay with us here on the Jimbo Fisher Show. Championship season in review presented by Hyundai, proud supporter of college football and loyal fans everywhere.
These games define it. Right here. What you want. Do you look past something or you truly love them? You get 12 times a year, guys, you're guaranteed. Love them. Play together. Play for each other. Remember, love is the reason for the fight.
In there, and Wilder play action fake. They get the ball back quad on the right side. With the ball, Devontae Freeman. First down to the 40. First down to the 45. He's to the 50. He's to the 45. He's to the 43-yard line of Syracuse. High formation. Wilder carries the ball to the right side. Cuts it back against the grain. He has a Florida State touchdown. Touchdown FSU. Opening drive goes 78 yards and a 3-yard touchdown run by James Wilder Jr. FSU starts at the 26, toss pitch to the right side, running to the right side. Big carry to the 30, to the 35, to the 40. It's Kermit Whitfield to the 50. Kermit Whitfield gets a block. He's at the 35, to 30, 25, 20, 50, 10, 5. Touchdown FSU. Touchdown Florida State. Kermit Whitfield into the backfield. Goes 74 yards, and the Noles are up 13-0. Blinding speed, wearing number 7. Here's the snap, and Winston to throw. Blitzer picked up nicely. Winston looking upfield, throws the ball to the right side. He's got O'Leary at the 30, to the 25, to the 20. O'Leary to the 15, to the 10. Runs over a tackler at the 7-yard line. He's out of bounds. Winston just bought enough time with heat breathing down him and found O'Leary wide open, and Nick goes 29 yards and runs over another defensive back. From the 5-yard line, the snap inside handoff to Devontae Freeman. He makes one guy, but he's got a Florida State touchdown. Big block by Ted Abram, and Devontae Freeman takes it to the house. 10 touchdowns on the year. 4:41 to go, and the Noles lead 20-0 in the first quarter. Shotgun set, Hunt dropping, we send a blitzer. Gets by 1, can't get by 2. He's knocked down like a rag doll at the 21. Eddie Goldman grabbed him and clobbered him for a loss of 4. Looks upfield. Here comes pressure. Throws a pass. Caught at the 30. Kenny Shaw to the 24-yard line. That was a 93-mile-an-hour fastball by old number 5. Shotgun formation. Here's the snap. Play action fake by Winston. Throws up post. Caught! Touchdown official! It is Rashad Green and another 90-mile-an-hour plus fastball. My goodness, Jameis Winston. Those are roping. Number 80 hangs on. 27-0 Florida State. Here's the snap on 2nd and 1. Play action fake. Pass to the left side. Got a blocker in Benjamin. Caught by Shaw to the 20, to the 15. Shaw to the 10. He's to the 7-yard line. My goodness, another one of those shake and bake hip-like moves. And Kenny Shaw makes the catch and scoots for a net gain of 17. Out of the eye, Winston lob pass near sideline. Caught! Caught! Calvin Benjamin! Touchdown Florida State! He catches it near side corner of the end zone. We've seen that all season long. And the Seminoles have scored 5 touchdowns in 5 trips. We're early in the 3rd quarter and see what Sean McGuire can do. O'Leary in motion, handoff to the right side of the cut back by Wilder. Daylight 30 to the 25 to the 20. 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. Touchdown Florida State. Wilder takes it to the house. Action fake by Sean McGuire. Throws an end zone pass. It's caught. Wow. Touchdown Florida State. Nick O'Leary and Sean McGuire has thrown his first career touchdown pass.
Wow. All right, number 10.
He's 2 out of 10 on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, pressure coming. Oh, ball knocked away. It's picked up in the secondary to the 20, 15, 10, 5. It is Chris Casher. He's got an offensive scoop and score. Touchdown FSU. Chris Casher.
You got to love that, Gene. Casher cashing in on that play. He goes around. He strips that ball himself, picks it up, and takes it in for the touchdown.
Your final score, Florida State 59, Syracuse 3. Second-ranked FSU improves to 10-0.
Championship season in review presented by Hyundai, proud supporter of college football and loyal fans everywhere. Florida State down 2 scores as the second half begins, Jimbo, and you don't get the ball, so obviously you need the defense to go out and set the tone.
We really do. We had to get a good kick return here, get Roberto, who kicked the ball outstanding all night, and kicked it out of the end zone. They got 1 return on night and had to bring that one out from 5 yards deep, and we didn't want their guys to touch it, so they come out, they try a little play action, stayed aggressive on the first play, and almost got a pick. Jaylen right there just about changed that momentum very quickly, and so we get Duke pops that first run, and then we're able to get to 3 and out after this and hold them. And they try a little screen right out here, and we get a great play by Jaylen Ramsey. Boy, he's like he was everywhere. Darby North, he was making plays. He's really understanding the position. Great play by Derek Mitchell on the backside, caused by Eddie and Mario on the front side, taking those blocks on and freeing him up on the backside. They hit a punt, a big-time punt return right here by Rashad Green. Makes a guy miss, then comes down that sideline here. Changes the field position. We got momentum. We got the ball. We get down. All we got to do is get down and get some points right here. Then they get a late hit, which puts us down about the 38-yard line going in. And the first play, we come out and find Kermit, who's really practiced well. He's really coming into his own. I see he's getting that second win for the season, which we got a lot of ball left, and it was big. And this right here, this one play, we missed it. Josue's got to make that block quicker. And Dalvin just trying to make too much happen. Got to see that and get on the ground, and we fumble. Now that we're on the 19-yard line, we're fixing to get within a 1-score game very quickly, but at least we keep the field position back. And great tackle by Reggie Northup right here. There's DeMarcus Walker in the game who had a good solid game in the night. And they hit a nice over route, and we backed him up on 1st and 20, and they get the route in there on Terrence, and he's got to play that tight end just a little bit better. Nice job right there, Jaylen. The guy's getting to the ball, getting to Duke, and who's a heck of a player. But I thought we contained him for the most part. Yearby, another good young back they have. It's amazing him and Dalvin Cook in the same backfield a year ago in high school.
Wow.
That's amazing. And great blitz right here. Great coverage by Tyler Hunter on the rail route down the sideline. And like I said, we started taking all those throws away. And then batted. They had a play right there. They had a guy open underneath, which they'd hit earlier, and getting our hands up and batted the ball. And then we get to punt. And they have to kick it down there to us. And boom, lucky. Rashad, they had a lot of guys around him, and we got lucky to get on that ball. And that's a critical error by Rashad, which we got by with. Here with nice play action, and what he really did here the second half was get the ball to Nick and be very patient underneath. And we started going not as much vertical as we did horizontal on some routes, and he was making a nice route underneath. That's what Kermit can do right there. Once he gets that foot in the ground, gets that ball in his hand, and he has been doing that the last couple of weeks in practice. Glad to see him back in our rotation. Again, dumping to a third guy in the flat. Okay, nice job by Mario Penn. All right, that's 8 yards. Now it's 2nd and 2. You just got to have patience and keep knocking it down, knocking it down. Good run by Mario up inside. Gets the first down. It's got to keep going. Again, come back. Find an over vertical, which is a second read right here for him to get Nick O'Leary. And we got a rhythm. We're moving the ball to the backs. We're moving the tight ends. We're getting the ball to the receivers. Being very patient. Now, check down again on his third receiver coming on a crossing route on the backside. Look at, now that's what 8 can do. He's so strong. You don't realize how strong he is when he runs with that football. And fast, as we all know. Hit a zone play. I wish Jameis could have left this. He checked this play, and he could have left it on the front side. Would have been a really good play. But now they get it. This is the one right here. We got to hold on. Man, we got to catch that football right through. Jameis pulled a hair more inside, but we got to make that catch. And then that forces this play. And they dropped 8. They dropped the linebacker out late, which is a different thing, which is very tough. They get his hand on it, but luckily Carlos is running his route full speed. The ball ricochets right to him. And like I say, sometimes if you play hard, good things happen to you. We had the touchdown to play before. That was a disappointing thing. Right there, Matthew Thomas in on the game. He's really coming in. We got to get him on the field a little more in what we're doing. Reggie Northup, great tackle. Had him by the shirt right there. Did not have the face mask. You can see it clearly in our other film. They get play action, dump a little slant right in there. We got to squeeze out a little bit tighter with our backers, but then cause the fumble. Nate Andrews gets on it. Running that football. Hustling that football. Great job. Both teams had 3 turnovers, so that kind of turned out even. Play action, Jameis right here. He got face mask, but then kept the play alive. Was able to find Nick on the scramble, and then that allowed us to add the 15 yards on that. I tell you what, Perriman for them is a heck of a football player. You talk about play. Now, we get this cut right here by 7. I'm going to tell you, Kermit may take this thing for about another 20, 30 yards. But nice 8-yard gain. Look at that. Ball on the ground, keeps his head up, raises up, throws a strike on 3rd down. Boy, you talk about big time. Great play by Travis Rudolph, another true freshman in the game. He and Ehrman and Dalvin and Big Rod. We got 4 of them on offense thinking playing that much, true freshmen. Checking it down right here. They covered this play pretty good. They bumped Rashad off a route we had for him. And throw into the corner. That's the one we hit earlier, and the safety come back off of it, and they doubled him. Good throw away by Jameis. Hey, just settle for the field goal. It's 23-20. It's back to a field goal game. Just be patient. Keep moving the ball. They do a great job in the red zone, some of the things they do. All right, now we got a gap sound right here, and the backer didn't fit right. And a nice tackle by Nate on the outside. We let that thing go. We got to bring our backers downhill a little bit more. They get a play action. Look at this guy. They had a guy in the flat for a play. His length. I always talk about that. Size and length, and then his athleticism to jump, time ball. Boy, he's really becoming a factor. Great tip ball again underneath. They run a little delay tight end route. Had a chance. They run the stretch play back outside. Good job by Mario keeping the edge right. You can see how strong he is on their tight end right there. Good job. Pressure right there. And Chris Casher and Jaylen Ramsey both get that quarterback. And I think Jaylen hit the ball and knocked it up on 3rd down. They got to kick a field goal. Good job by their kicker. And it's back. But it's still a 1-score game. It's a 1-drive game. So we get the ball. We start moving it back again. Again, patience, checking it down to those crossing routes. And there's Travis Rudolph, the true freshman. And our guys do a really good job of running with the football once they get it. Here, a little play action. They covered it. We had a shot right there, almost had it going. They had a blitz coming, and that play was inches being wide open down the sideline, but they covered it. But Jameis scrambled, picks up 7 or 8. We get a little play action right here. We're just a little bit high to Nick. Nick's got to flatten that route out a little more and how he runs it, and Jameis got to stick it, and we missed it on a 3rd down there. But again, Roberto comes in, hits a critical field goal in the game, and gets it. I believe that was the 54-yarder right there that made it 26-23. So it's back to a field goal game, and that's very critical. And not a touchdown. That missed extra point by them was very. Desmond Holland on a big play from Miami down there. Desmond played a really good game for us. Now we're starting to put pressure on. Now we're getting to the quarterback, making him come down to check down. We're covering much better. We got the energy of the game. We got the momentum. 3rd down, they're going to a little screen. Got to be safe. Look at Marcus. Well, you want your number of white jerseys around this. They're coming from everywhere. And Mario ends up getting him down. But Eddie, Marcus Brutus, DeMarcus Walker, all those guys. Now we get the ball, and here we go. Get a drive, and now they get it. It's a great catch by Nick, and like they knock it out. Perriman really hit him hard. Nick took a shot right there. He really did. Nick took a shot right there that was so critical. Good read. All right, we pop it. We get a penalty on a hold right there, and then we come back to a screen play right here. That's the same one they ran to their guy. Rashad picks up a 1st down the field, and we're starting to move the football. Again, Jameis here. Again, the thing you don't realize is his legs, how many plays he'll end up making with his legs. Now we're driving. We're getting back in field goal range right here. So we want to, we get the lips. And they called the hold right there. I'm sorry. So we have to come back on 1st and 20. We have to overcome a 1st and 20. Got a screen play right there to Dalvin Cook and end up getting about 12 or 14 of that back right off the bat. Then we pop a run in here, and Dalvin about comes out on this one. I mean, this safety makes a saving tackle right there. That ball's going to the end zone. Great job up front of blocking. Now we're in field goal range. Now we're going to try and put the game away and get it. But the first play, look at, he breaks the arm tackle. Ball's blocked well. Plays blocked well, and Dalvin sticks that ball in the end zone with 3 minutes to go, and we take our first lead. And I mean, that's, big-time player making a big-time play. But our offensive line did a tremendous job in that drive. And I think protecting the quarterback all night and running game, that was one of the best nights we've had. Now here, this is a drive to win the game. Now, again, getting pressure. We almost got to him. They hit Duke on what we call a little vapor route on the backside. That guy's making plays. And here they get now pressure by Eddie. Almost on a third down right here. Just gets there. Darby makes the tackle. Got to press that guy just a little bit tighter on third down. Then our guys start really getting after here. They try to get the back down the sideline again. We cover it very well, getting pressure to them. They run the draw. Big-time play by DeMarcus Walker. This causes a lot of time to come off that clock, and that thing was about to come out of there. And here they get a 3rd and 10, and that ball's batted from the backside by Jaylen Ramsey on a blitz and knocked it out of his hand. 4th down, we go back. Great job of cover. We got 8 matched up on 4s who we wanted. They tried to get him on another guy, and we got 8 on him, the length and size, and they tried the vertical. We had the safety over the top, nowhere to throw it, and Jaylen Ramsey makes a big-time play in a big-time situation.
And your favorite formation right there.
Favorite playing ball. Favorite playing ball.
30-26.
Got to see James there. It was good to see James Coley right there, too, ex-offensive coordinator.
Get the victory and go to 10-0. And let's talk a little bit more about Jaylen Ramsey. I mean, we just saw from the tape, he really was everywhere. I mean, he's going to win some National Player of the Week. Honestly.
Intercept a pass, sacks, batting balls out of the quarterback, blocked a PAT. I mean, in making tackles out in the open field everywhere. Guy's a heck of a player. I mean, he was a great athlete who's really understanding how to really play football now and apply all those abilities to the different situations. He's a very unique player.
Couple of big plays here in the second half brought to us by Xfinity. The touchdown by Dalvin Cook that gives you the lead, and then Jaylen Ramsey with the game-sealing interception.
Those two guys, I mean, a freshman and a sophomore, and we blocked a play up front. And again, Dalvin, after a fumble, which we were down there ready to go to a one-score game on the 19, to come back from that and make those 2 runs back-to-back and then pop that one in the end zone and finish it. Not just guys break them, but then certain guys are finishers. Dalvin's a finisher. He puts that ball in the end zone. And then what Jaylen did, he tipped the ball on 3rd down on a blitz and knocks it out of the quarterback's hand. Then turns around on 4th down and covers a guy down the middle of the field. I told him I looked like Dion in the '89 Sugar Bowl against Auburn when they try to throw that similar type route, and he just jumps and undercuts it with his length and size and speed and makes a play in a big-time game.
FSU gets the win, but there is still work to do. Boston College is up next, and we'll preview the matchup with BC when we come back on the Jimbo Fisher Show.
Got brought in our new leader for Florida State University. He's a great man. I know him personally. Tremendous leader, tremendous guy. Our new president, Mr. John Thrasher.
I've been on the job 1 week, and I got to tell you, I could not be prouder of you guys.
Right here, guys.
Jimbo, something for you. On behalf of the commissioner, it's my pleasure to present to you and the Florida State Seminoles once again the 2014 ACC Atlantic Division Championship.
Inside the Helmet is presented by Nissan.
Tyler Hunter, redshirt junior, strong safety from Valdosta, Georgia.
2nd down and 10, long dropping, looking. He puts the ball, it's half to the back. It's up in the air, it's picked off, intercepted at the 40-yard line by Tyler Hunter.
I just know when I first started playing football, when I in flag, my coach just lined up everybody and just said whoever was the fastest was going to play quarterback. So we all raced and I won, so I started playing quarterback when I was small. And from then on, I just fell in love with the game. Sean Taylor, football, Kobe Bryant growing up, and then LeBron James once he came into the league. Who else? Probably Ray Lewis. And I mean, anybody who was good at football, I pretty much looked up to him. Oh, it was amazing just knowing that they told me that I might not ever be able to play again, and then having surgery and doing all the rehab and stuff just to come back. So it was big just to be able to come back and step foot on the field again. mean, it's big. You don't want a team that's just like separated. When some guys hang, it's like 3 or 4 guys hang together here and there. You just want everybody to be close, tight, like a family. And I feel like that's what we were last year, and we kind of building that this year. Just that brings the team closer and just, I mean, make a team, I guess. I'd probably say my first touchdown and my first interception. Probably my first interception was the biggest one against Miami, because it was against Miami. And it was just like a big play to give us momentum in the game. So I always remember that. I'll just say my whole freshman year, just staying at Legacy Suites with the whole freshman class, that's just like something I'll never forget. Just how close we were, or how close we are, and just us all being together all the time. It was a lot of fun.
Inside the Helmet is presented by Nissan.
Get your mind right. Hey, I don't even got to get us up, because I know we already up now. It's time to play football. It's nighttime. We up under them lights. Yes, sir. Saturday night lights.
November.
Virginia versus Florida State.
We want that elite mentality, right? That's what we're going to. We got to grow, do the things we got to do. We want to be elite, we got to play elite for 60 minutes. Not when somebody else dictates that we do. We play the whole game. The whole game. Put your personality on them. Put your will on them. Make them do what you want to do. Give them no hope from the beginning. Not about the scoreboard, men. Not about the scoreboard. About dominate every play, every series, every situation. Think. Be smart. Have yourself sky high, ready to play, and keep you smart. You got to think, function, process information. Don't think, react. React. Know it, react to it, play it. Trust yourself. Trust your eye. What we say? See a little, see a lot. See a lot, see nothing. Eye discipline, right down the middle. Eye discipline. Look at what you're supposed to look at, then react.
Takes the snap and wants to throw for his own end zone. Gets the pass, and it's picked off. Intercepted at the 5-yard line by Terrence Smith.
Yes, sir. Hey, got to do it, baby. Got to do it, baby. Oh, yeah.
Swing pass to the right side. Oh, it's incomplete. Is it a lateral? I think it was. See if it's rest ball. Picks up by the Seminoles. Eddie Colbin's got a touchdown for the state. In motion to the left side. He'll run around toward the post. And here's Winston looking. He pump fake. He's going to run the ball. 3-2 and dives. Touchdown. Jameis Winston. Touchdown, Florida State. Only famous Jameis Winston could get by a defender and lean into the wing zone and get the touchdown. Side call that play actually. Here's a sack in the backfield. They sent Tyler Hunter on the safety blitz. He was unaccounted for, and Lambert is flattened to the 29-yard line. 3 sacks in the game by the...
He couldn't even touch it.
Our look ahead is presented by Farm Bureau Insurance. Register at knowlescontest.com for a chance to be the official photographer of the game.
Florida State back at home for the remainder of the regular season, including a 3:30 kick this week against Boston College. And we know what we get with Boston College. They're going to be big, they're going to be physical, and they got a quarterback that's really dynamic running the football.
He's their leading passer, their leading rusher, and they run all kind of different. I mean, they'll be in what we call 14 personnel. I mean, that's the back and 4 tight ends. They'll be in 5-man services, 6-man services. I mean, tons of different looks. They're very creative, do a great job. Steve done it. Defensively, they're very different, very unorthodox with different blitzes, combinations, coverages. I mean, they do a great job.
and they've had an extra week to get ready, as you're well aware. So this will be a challenging week for you and your staff.
They'll be healthy, and they'll have all the little tricks.
Boston College comes to Tallahassee. Kickoff 3:30 this Saturday at Doak Campbell Stadium, and we'll have the highlights for you next week. We've still got a little more time to go on this show, though, and we'll get to it right after this. Stay with us.
Our look ahead is presented by Farm Bureau Insurance. Register at knowlescontest.com for a chance to be the official photographer of the game.
Welcome back to the Jimbo Fisher television show. Jonathan Schlacey alongside nutritionist Katie Messick. And Katie, holidays are right upon us. Yes. Thanksgiving right around the corner, Christmas, all the holiday parties, and Hanukkah. So when we look at the holidays, I know, especially for me, especially Thanksgiving, you go up with a big plate, you load it up, and that's probably not the best idea.
No, it's not. I think we want to kind of keep it to a 1 plate minimum, and it's not stacking it as high as you can go. But we want to do smaller portions on a one single plate so you can taste everything at the party, but you still just stick to that 1 plate portion.
I know when I go to a holiday party, I make sure I don't eat the whole day, just so I can eat as much as I can at that party, because there's going to be so much good food. But you should probably eat before you go.
Absolutely. So a lot of people are going to say they save their calories for that holiday party, but then that's where the pitfalls come, and the danger zones, such as like alcohol and desserts, are going to be more appetizing to that person. So you want to make sure that you do eat a protein-rich snack before you go, just to make sure that your hunger is true and that you are making the right decisions when you go to that party.
There's so many options at holiday parties. What are you looking for when you put on a plate? What are the portions you're looking at? What do you do when you put together a plate?
There's a rule of thirds. So you want to do a third of proteins, whether it's cheeses or meats. And we do like a third of the savory grains or the carbohydrates, and really focusing on that's where the carbohydrate-rich breads or the crostinis come into play. And then you really want to go for the vegetable and fruit tray. You're going to be usually paired with some dipping sauces or some cheeses, and you want to make sure that's taking up at least a third of your plate also.
But the pecan pies, the pumpkin pies, they look so good. How can you make sure you can still have a little bit of that and not gain so much weight?
Yeah, I think the best thing to do is kind of maybe split something with someone at the party. You know, you go there for family and friends, and it's a big social event. So you want to maybe share a dessert or share a couple of desserts with a few people, just so you are able to taste everything and you're not indulging on every one dessert at that party.
Everybody weighs themselves before the holidays, and then they try to wait a little bit till after the holidays are over. But how can you make sure that you don't put on that much weight over the holiday season?
A lot of times with all the hustle and bustle with the shopping and the holidays and every other, maybe the parents have some kid shows that they have to go to, the activity level goes down in everybody. So we want to make sure that we increase the activity level or maintain the activity level that we have throughout the year, that usually goes down at that holiday season.
And you talked about having the thirds, and a third of that is the proteins. Is there a better protein? Turkey obviously is a little more lean. What are you looking for, especially in Thanksgiving?
Yeah, so lean proteins. The white turkey breast without the skin is probably the best option. You maybe want to stay away from a lot of gravies and a lot of thick sauces, because that can really blow your entire plate. But you really want to stick to those lean proteins without the skin.
Holiday seasons are a great time with so much food. You can still have a lot of fun and eat a lot of great things and still be nutritious?
Yes, absolutely. So, you don't necessarily have to just eat fruit and cheese or fruit and nuts at these holiday parties, but you can make lower cal desserts or lower calorie entrees by just simply swapping out, making a few swaps, maybe with half and half instead of heavy cream. But there's a lot of different options you can do to make more nutritious meals to bring to holiday parties.
Well, now we can enjoy the holidays, not put on so much weight. It's going to be a great time as Thanksgiving and the holiday season rolls around. Next time, we'll talk about swapping your fast food options.
Welcome back to the Jimbo Fisher Show. Coach, we'd be remiss if we didn't congratulate you and your team for winning the Atlantic Division yet again. That's 3 straight years and 4 out of 5.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of our goals early. You have to, to go. We want to go as for the ultimate goals. You have to knock the ones off as you go. We have to win our division. We have to win our individual games. And this is our. We got another one coming up this week against Boston College. Even though we've already sewed it up, but we want to make a clean sweep in our division, and especially on our side.
Also, the team moves back to #1 in the AP and the coaches poll. As we sit here, we don't know what the college football playoff will look like. And I know, on the one hand, that's clutter. On the other hand, it is a sign that nationally your team is garnering respect.
Yeah, we are. I mean, I guess we're the last team that's still undefeated, but that doesn't matter. What matters is how you prepare and how you play against Boston College, and staying in the moment and have the power of preparation and make sure we're ready to play.
All righty. It'll be another test for the Seminoles and another great day for Florida State football. Once again, 3:30 Saturday against Boston College Doak Campbell Stadium. Thanks, as always, for joining Jimbo and I. We'll see you next week right here on the Jimbo Fisher Show.